Alright, so my battery died, but in wrapping this up, so the Four of Pentacles is basically saying that it's time for you to reinvent yourself. You know, it's time to recreate your story in a positive light. So free yourself, free your mind. Unleash those desires, unleash those fantasies that you had of how you are wanting your life to be. Release those. Use that emotion that is or that has been pent inside you in a way that is beneficial. It's time to transmute that energy. It's time to allow your heart to mend. It's time to see yourself for who you really are. Okay, so all of those old wounds that you've had as far as how you felt that you were alone, how you felt that it was just a lost cause of imagining and having fantasies of the way that you wanted your life. Those are illusions, okay? And so it's time to heal yourself as far as your identity. And that's what Chiron in Aries is all about. It's time to create a new identity for yourself. And this is for the betterment of yourself. And this all stems from really embracing self-love. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the cards for what Goddess has as far as the message that you need to focus on for starting tomorrow until next Friday. So let me try to sit this where I can do this. Let's see here. Let's do it like this. Oh, this is crazy. I didn't understand. But here we go. like all the cards are wanting to like jump out at once. Whoa, okay. And so we have Hathor in reverse here. Wow. Okay. Let me put it where you can see it better. And so, essentially, Hathor, the message that she has is one of allowing yourself to receive. And this will allow your vibration to rise. This will allow you to open your heart and to be able to receive from others. It will allow you to be able to give to others. So, with it coming up in reverse, how receptive are you willing to be? Okay? How receptive are you willing to be as far as you reinventing yourself? As far as you shedding that identity that you had of yourself that started when you were a little kid, you know? How much longer will you allow yourself to be constrained by and trapped by those ideas and those thoughts that you had of yourself? It's time for you to remove or let go of that guilt. You know, some of you are holding on to, you know, some sort of guilt that I don't even feel that it's yours. It's like you feel guilty for something that you felt that you had a part in, that you caused. It's like you felt that you hurt someone that was dear to you and it wasn't you. You know? You just took it on. You took it upon yourself because you felt that a conversation that you had with that person forced them to make the choices that they made. Okay? So it's time for you to let that shit go. Whatever that was about. This is a cycle for you to really learn about yourself in the sense of the love you have to offer. Okay, what does love mean to you? Have you always had a distorted idea of what love is? And if so, before that distorted idea was embedded in your consciousness, what fantasies or what ideas did you have as a child? Where did you get your ideas of love from before they became distorted? And are you willing to really face that truth? Are you really to see that for what it is? There's a lot of anguish. A lot of anguish that you've been holding on to. Okay, and I want you to know that Chiron, wherever it appears in your chart, is going to affect you more intensely if you are not open. Okay? It's time for you to stand face to face with that image that you've held for yourself and embrace it in the arms of love. You know? Embrace that wounded child. Embrace that wounded teenager. Allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to feel that grief. Allow yourself to feel that grief so that you can heal that guilt. Because whatever happened, it was not your fault. And so, in order for you to reinvent yourself, you have to stop being a martyr. You have to stop inflicting the pain upon yourself so that you can really get a grasp on what it is you are wanting to achieve in this next cycle, right? So this cycle of healing is going to be a pivotal moment in the next steps, all right? So are you ready to draw upon the strength that you have? Are you ready to allow yourself to be nurtured in a way that can give you a solid foundation? And do you see clearly who you can become when you get rid of all of that self-loathing that you have for yourself and wrap yourself in the arms of love? Can you be receptive? Can you be willing to give of yourself in a way that puts you that basically puts you in a place of vulnerability? You've been peeling that scab off slowly, you know, and every time you pull, it hurts. Yeah, it hurts, and then you stop, but you still are festering underneath that scab, and then you peel a little bit more, and then you have to kind of like feel that hurt 10 times more, because when you stop the first time, it didn't get better, it didn't heal, because you didn't allow for that hurt that pain to come to the surface so that it can be fully healed. So now it's time to do that. And so I challenge you to allow yourself the freedom Allow yourself to expand, to feel, and just allow yourself to be human, you know? Allow yourself to envision the you that you are wanting to be. I love you all, and I'll be back this weekend when I do the energy for this upcoming new moon and what Mercury is going to teach us. And I'll just write out what Venus and Aquarius is all about, because for the most part I've kind of touched upon it in this reading, but this is just for a visual. Like, when you guys have a visual, some of you don't get a chance to look at the video. I know they're long, but I don't post often, and so they tend to be a little long-winded. And so, yeah. So peace and love to you, and thank you so much for watching.